Hello children, today we'll be studying subtraction of tens. Let us recall what does subtraction means. Subtraction means to take away less than left. The sign of subtraction is minus and the answer of subtraction is called difference. On your screen you can see that there are 4 groups of 10 lollipops. That means 4 tens is equal to 40. We can say that there are 40 lollipops in total. Here comes the minus sign. But what do we subtract? 2 tens, which is equal to 20. So we need to subtract 20 from 40. In subtraction, it's very important that the bigger number is on top. In the table, we are going to write 40 first, then with the minus sign and 20 below 40, because 40 is the bigger number, and just how I told you that in subtraction the bigger number will always and always be on top. We cannot subtract a bigger number from a smaller number. It's not possible. So in the ones column we have 0 minus 0, which will be equal to 0. Then in the tens column we subtract the digits. 4 minus 2 will be 2. So children, we always start subtraction from the ones column, then move to the tens column. Also, let's see in the pictures, if we cross out first 10, then the second 10, we will be left with 2 groups of 10 lollipops, which are 20 in number. So in both the cases, we see that the answer is 20. Let us understand subtraction of tens through rectangular strips. So you remember these rectangular strips? Each strip is equal to 1 10. 10 ones make 1 10. So we can see that there are 2 groups of rectangular strips. In the first group there are 7 rectangular strips. That means 7 tens is equal to 70. So the first number is 70. Now in the second group we can see that there are 3 more rectangular strips and 3 tens is 30. So the number in the second group is 30. Here comes our minus sign. That means we have to subtract 30 from 70. So we are going to write these 2 numbers in the table. Now children, the bigger number will be on top. Put the minus sign. 70 will be written on top and 30 will go below 70. Starting subtraction from the ones column, 0 minus 0 will be 0, and the tens column, 7 minus 3 will be 4. So our answer is 40. Also, looking through pictures, in the first group we had 7 strips. If we cancel out 3 strips, we'll be left with 4 strips. That is 4 tens. That means the number is 40. In both the cases we see that we get the answer as 40. Here is the art class going on. Veena, Ruby and Sam are making beautiful paintings. They realize that they need some crayons, and Veena and Sam have left their crayons at home. So they ask Ruby for her crayons. Ruby looks into her bag to check. She has these many crayons. That are about 5 packets, and in each packet there are 10 crayons. That means she has about 50 crayons. Because you know that 5 tens is 50. She gives 40 to her friends. How many crayons are left with Ruby? In the table, let us subtract the 2 numbers. The first number going in the table will be the bigger number, 50, and the second would be 40. Let's put the sign of subtraction. Now we subtract from the ones column. 0 minus 0 is 0, and in the tens column 5 minus 4 is 1. Also, if you cross out the packets, one packet, another, another and another, 4 packets crossed out, she is left with just one packet of crayon which has 10 colors in them. Hence, 10 crayons are left with Ruby. The children are playing popping the balloon. They have 6 bunches of balloons. Each bunch has 10 balloons in them. So 6 tens, the number is 60. 60 balloons. Now they've popped out 20 balloons, say. And they need to find out how many balloons are still not popped out. So to find the answer, we need to subtract these two numbers. In subtraction, the bigger number will go on top, 60, 20 will come below 60, putting the sign of subtraction, starting subtraction from the ones column, 0 minus 0 is 0, and in the tens column 6 minus 2 is 4. Hence, 40 balloons are left. Also, if I cross out 2 bunches of 10 balloons each, I am left with 4 bunches of 10 balloon each, which is again 40 in number. Chloe has invited her friends for a cupcake treat. Her friends are very excited. She has about 80 cupcakes in her large box, and her friends eat about 50 from the 80 cupcakes that were there in the box. She needs to find out how many are left in the box. So to help Chloe find the answer, let's arrange the two numbers in the table shown on the screen. So the first number that we will write is 80 because it's a bigger number. Then 50 will come below 80, and let's put the minus sign. Subtract from the ones column, 0 minus 0 is 0, and in the tens column 8 minus 5 is 3. Hence 30 cupcakes are still left in the box. Also, we can do this mentally because 8 tenths minus 5 tenths is 3 tenths, which is 30. Neha and Neetu are very good friends. They are talking about the gummies that their parents have bought for them. But they are unable to decide who has more. Let's find out how many do they individually have. Neha has about 90 gummies and Neetu has about 30 gummies. So in order to find out who has more, we need to subtract these two numbers. In the table, we'll write the bigger number on top. So 90 goes first in the table, 90. Then 30 goes below 90, putting the sign of subtraction, starting subtraction from the ones column. 0 minus 0 is 0, and the tens column 9 minus 3 is 6. Hence, Neha has 60 more gummy than Neetu. Also, we could do this mentally because 9 tenths minus 3 tenths is 6 tenths. Here are a few practice questions that you can do in your notebook, and after you are done solving these questions on your own, you can check your answers from the next slide.